Welcome back guys. So in this tutorial we will be learning about an attack called as CSRF, Cross Site Request Forgery. So what happens in this is, so to explain, just imagine this situation. You are on a banking website sending 500 rupees to your friend. Simultaneously you see a pop-up on another tab which is opened on your browser, and that tab says that you have won an iPhone 10. Click here to redeem the price. Now who doesn't want an iPhone? So you click that button, and as soon as you click, the 500 rupees which are being sent to your friend are actually sent to the attacker. And why 500? It can be even more, like 5000 rupees or whatever the attacker has configured the attack to be. Let's see a practical example for this. So come back to BWAP, select cross site request forgery. Here let's go to transfer amount and select hack. So this is the ideal situation. I will transfer 20 euros to my friend. Let's see what happens. If I simply click transfer, so I have now 980 left. Okay. Now as an attacker, what I will do, I will inspect element here. Okay. Click this icon and hover over here. So if you can see, this is the form that we are having. Right click and edit as HTML. So basically this is the code. If you copy this, okay, create a file with the name csrf.html and paste everything as it is. Okay, so what is happening is, over here this website is vulnerable to CSRF, and how I got this code is by inspect element and copying this particular form, right? Because these are the details that I need. Let's assume this was the account of the victim's friend. My account is 1337 1337 and 1337. Let's say this is my account number, okay? And he has 980 euros in his bank. I will request 900 euros in my bank. So currently what are the values? This is attacker's account number and this is the money that the attacker will steal from the victim. So save this csrf.html, and now what we will do is go to the terminal, hit ls. So this is just an example, so I will be hosting this locally. So okay, I will host it locally. So I told you in the previous Linux tutorials that whatever we will be hosting will be hosted from var www html. So let's copy this file. We will copy csrf.html to var www html. Right. Now our Apache server is running. What we will do is, so let's say this is the link. Now since csrf.html we have hosted in var www html, hence it will be appearing here. So the real world scenario will be that you are on a banking site and someone sends a malicious link. Okay. So this is the malicious link, just assume for now. So let's say the victim, before making the transaction, visits over here and he says that okay, I will click this button. So as soon as he clicks this button, this amount will be deducted from his account and sent to this account. But now there will be a question in your mind that why he will click on transfer over here when he can see that this is being transferred to some other place, and he will simply close the tab. So let's craft a better payload. So this was our file. Now what we have to do is, let's change everything. Here let's write something interesting. You have won an iPhone, and here we will write click below to redeem it. Okay, and here what we will do is, Here we will select redeem iPhone. Okay, fine. Now it looks interesting. However, these fields will still be visible. So instead of text, we will write hidden over here. Now they are hidden. Save it. Where's the terminal? Here's the terminal. We will again copy this file because currently we have made changes to this file. Now we need to copy it back to HTML. Hit enter. And let's see what our payload looks like. So as imagined, our payload looks like this. Now this is tempting enough. So the current situation becomes that you are on a website just wanting to transfer an amount to some of your friend's account, and side by side you see a malicious link. Either the attacker sends you through email or somewhere else. This link lands up in another tab. So if we click redeem, now you can see only 80 are left. Earlier there were 980, now only 80 are left. Our payload takes away 900 and transfer from victim's account to your account. This is a really serious vulnerability. So the patch for this vulnerability is that with every request there should be a CSRF token that should be going. Now CSRF token is a unique value that is validated by the server, that okay, this is a unique value which I have set and is a valid one. So if it is present, only then I will be accepting the request. So since here there was no CSRF token, that's why this thing got executed. Now what you should do is you should try the other ones, change password and change secret. So by visiting this, it is a very similar situation. So a victim is trying to change his password and you create a payload, inspect element and select this and click anywhere over here. You can see there is a form. Right click, edit as HTML, copy this and craft a payload with changed password. If you are successful in creating csrf.html over here, as soon as you will click, the password will be changed for the victim. So basically the attacker will have the new password and he will be able to log in. So this was all about basics of cross-site request forgery or CSRF. I hope you learned something new over here. Thank you for watching.